Welcome and welcome back to East Africa Trend News, where you get the latest news. Cecilia, Wambui. Where? When the name Cecilia Wambui is mentioned, a group of men or large group of men get shocked because of her story. Especially those men who came across her, those men who were in relationship with her get very shocked, and at times they tremble because this woman, this lady from Kenya, from central part of Kenya, has a very, very shocking story. Cecilia Wambui is a young woman, young lady from central part of Kenya. She narrated her story, and she has narrated her story in different TVs and in different YouTube channels. Cecilia Wambui has a very complicated story. She says that when she grew up in one village, but when she finished her class 8, she came in Nairobi as a nun or as a maid. At that time, she started meeting different kind of men and different kind of men and who were very wealthy because they liked her, because she had a natural beauty and she used to wear small miniskirts, which many men liked all, yenye ilivutia, which attracted a lot of men, and especially with the men, because she noticed that she once came and worked at Parklands as a nun. And you know, Parklands, only rich guys stay at Parklands, and most men used even to stop their car to talk to her. They even exchange numbers. Cecilia Wambui says that at that time she was very naive, but she came and changed, and her life changed, and she became careless, and every man she came across, she slept with her, and she never cared if that man used condom or he never used condom. And that was her life. And the moment she slept with a man, her interest, or that interest from that man, always just disappeared the moment he slept with that man. She said that, and she added that the moment she looked man on eye or eye to eye contact, the man fell in love with her. What was the secret? She even don't know why. When she look, or when a man looks him on his eyes and they meet their eyes, that man must fall in love with her. And what she did, she made sure she slept with that man. And she knows that she has slept with more than 1,000 men. But later her story changed. She added that, and she narrated that a time came and she was worried that the moment she slept with the man, they used to break up. But a time came and she wanted to keep those men, or even a single man who slept with her. But things were going south because she was unable So what she did, she went to her friend who told him of witch doctors. And one day, she went to Kitui. Kitui is in the eastern part of Kenya, where there is a lot of witchcraft and witchcraft who have a lot of powers. She went there, she got a witchcraft, and that witchcraft gave her a medicine that she came and used. But the man who he tried that medicine with, the relationship never worked. So she wondered what's going on. She looked for another witchcraft, and this time she went to Kisumu, where she found a very powerful witch doctor, and this time around, the medicine that Cecilia Wambui was given by this witch doctor worked. She was told to come to Nairobi, and she was told to come to big clubs, and she will find men. And this time around, when she went to this witch doctor, it was not about to keep men. It was all about to get money from this man, or to get a very wealthy man. This time around, she managed to get very wealthy men, and shocking thing is that when Cecilia Wambui was in club, this witch doctor used to see him, to see her. And this witch man was in Kisumu, and when Cecilia was in Nairobi, this witch doctor used to see her, and he used to tell her which man to go and which man not to go to him. And when she went to those men used to give her a lot of money. And when those men gave her money, she used to walk away. And the men were not saying anything, and they were not doing anything. She narrates that one day she met a man. This man decided to marry her. The man was very wealthy, and this man decided to marry her. The man married her. This time round, this man was serious. She was using this medicine she was given by that witch doctor from Kisumu. She used the medicine, and the relationship was working very well. And she stayed as a man and a woman married a couple. Then, when the medicine finished, she never went to get another one. So she went comfortably, but later things went south, and they parted ways. Now, this time round, Cecilia Wambui was forced to turn back to slums in one part of Nairobi. She met one of her friends, and she narrated her story. But this friend connected her with one pastor. And this pastor, she thought that this pastor was a good pastor, but this was very dangerous pastor. And she was not like other pastors. She was different pastor who had different things, who had different spirits. And she was worse than this man Cecilia used to meet. She was prayed for by this pastor, and later this pastor connected this Cecilia with a man to marry her. This man Cecilia was married to, and she was told to marry, never had interest and in bed. And when they go to bed, she narrated that, and she said that this man even was not even willing to touch her. She was not touching her. She was not having sex with her. And one day, he saw this pastor in spirit, and this pastor came in form of snake, and this snake came and went inside, and the snake entered inside her vagina. And she felt so good. And this pastor used to come and used to came in form of snake and have sex with her, because the snake used to enter through her vagina, and he and she used to come, and she knows that she used to feel so good. She knows that this thing went on and went on, and one day she realized that this pastor was not a true pastor, but she was an Illuminati pastor, and she was shocked. At that time, and at that juncture of time, her stomach had swollen, very swollen, only to realize that this snake was taking his blood, because she became very thin and her stomach was very swollen. But later she went to a pastor who prayed for her, and the spirits went. Imagine, from sleeping with hundreds of men and ending up sleeping with a snake. What kind of life is this? But from that time, Cecilia changed her life, and she's now living a good life. Wow. People have learned a lot of lessons from Cecilia. One, if know your friends well, do not trust every pastor, and always take care of yourself. Cecilia have a very shocking story, and when she shared her story on social media, her family members started escaping her. Those men who she used to sleep with were shocked, very shocked, very shocked. Well, thank you guys. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel.